I'm a practicing doctor at Apollo Hospitals, Hyderabad, and I'm here to talk about my father. My father, Mr. Y.S. Vivekananda Reddy, is probably known to a lot of people in this room. There may be a few people who are not familiar with who he is. My father was multiple things to multiple people. He was loved by his parents, loved by his siblings. He had 4 brothers and 1 sister, one of them being Dr. Y.S. Rajshekhar Reddy, who was the ex-Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. He had a huge family. As you can see here, this is a tiny portion of his extended family. We have a family tree that goes on to over 700 people, so that's a huge family by most regards. He had a lot of varied interests. He played tennis, he loved hockey, he loved to travel, but most of his life was spent in the service to the people around him. He always used to say, Manava Seve, Madhava Seva, which means service to humanity is service to God. And that's how he brought me up, at least. The reason why we are here today is because, as most of you know, he was murdered. He was murdered 2 years ago. 2 years is a long time, and we have not been able to find out who had killed him. Most of the people who knew him as a mild-hearted person, somebody who is very easily approachable, and if you needed something, anybody and everybody could approach him, and he would go out of his way to help people. He served the people in various capacities: as a Panchayat Samiti president, as a member of Legislative Assembly, Lions Club governor, member of Parliament, member of Legislative Council, and so on. He also was briefly a minister in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Okay. The place that he came from, the place that I grew up, I went to my hometown most of the time in holidays, and I used to hear from time to time that people were being killed because of factions and so on. That was a fairly common phenomenon that I used to hear about as a child growing up, and some of those evidences were recovered even as recently as 2 years ago. The bombs that were planted probably about 20 years ago. Okay. But over the years, things had changed in my place. There was a lot of improvement. My father and my uncle, Dr. Y.S.R., both of them worked tremendously to improve the area. Not just the area, pretty much throughout the state eventually. There were a lot of new colleges, the degree college, polytechnic college, JNTU, name it. Agriculture improved by leaps and bounds thanks to a lot of the irrigation systems that were developed. The roads had become significantly better. There were industries that came on. With all these, the culture also, there was a significant shift. People were no longer violent, at least that's what I believed. The economy improved, people improved. But after my father died, when I was talking to one of the senior officials trying to find out what exactly happened, one of the comments I heard was that this kind of things is fairly common in Kadapa and Kurnool. So why are we surprised? And that gave me like a shocker. I was initially very angry. How can people talk like that? This is not the culture of the place that I grew up in. But then I realized there is truth to that. Otherwise, my father wouldn't have succumbed to such a gruesome killing. I mean, this is what was left of him. A 68-year-old man who was all alone in his house, who believed that he did not need any security and who never traveled around with hordes of people around him, who traveled by himself most of the time, who was living alone at home that particular day, like most of the days. And somebody comes home and does such heinous things. An elderly person who is defenseless. I mean, this is just not acceptable. The one thing that I realized is that people cannot get away with this kind of things. I also realized that if somebody like my father gets killed in such a way and can get away with it, then I'm afraid that this kind of phenomenon will come back again and again. When children make mistakes, we reprimand them. And so similarly, if something like this happened and you don't find the culprit, that will only encourage that kind of a behavior. So many people advise me, you're a doctor, you have a bright career, you have 2 children, and you're responsible for them. Why don't you take care of them? The person who's gone is gone. Let it go. You fighting this is affecting not just you but your children as well. But I wonder, I ask myself, what is the right thing to do? I keep wondering myself, what is right? I really don't have an answer to what is the answer to that question. Is my responsibility only to take care of my children and be selfish towards what is left? Or should I, however difficult it is, whatever be the ordeal, should I try to find the culprit, because that will potentially help not the community. No, the judge in his judgment had told, while the murderers make merry, the hapless victims weep. I think he understood what we as a family are going through. I'm not a politician, neither am I an activist. But I felt that killing someone is not right. It is not acceptable and it should not be encouraged. If a murder of somebody of a stature of his stature, who was brother to the ex-chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, who is uncle to the current chief minister, is not solved and the killers can get by, just think about what can happen to an ordinary person. We need to find a solution. Now, shortly after this, a few months after my father's death, on September 3rd, we discovered that one Mr. Srinivas Reddy had died. Okay. Now, this Srinivas Reddy happens to be a relative of another person who has been extensively investigated on this crime. He apparently died, according to the news, that because of consuming organophosphorus compound, Senegagulicalu. Okay. But on his body, after his death, there were 2 different letters. Okay. Letters addressed to the Chief Minister of the state of Andhra Pradesh, another letter addressed to multiple people who are leaders in the place where we come from, Pulivendula, with various requests and telling that he is not involved in this crime. But on this letter was an additional writing, as you can see highlighted here, that which is of a different handwriting compared to the body of the letter, blaming an inspector for the cause of his death. Now this inspector happens to be one of the inspectors who was investigating this crime. Okay. Following his death, when the postmortem was done, in the postmortem report, there was no contents in the stomach. That could have been just because of the washing of the stomach. But there was also blood between the liver and the right kidney. A hematoma was described. Me being a doctor myself, I can understand that you don't get blood between the liver and the kidney by consuming poison. It does not happen. There has to be a trauma. So how can a person who is consumed poison have trauma? So that led to my suspicion that this is a murder, as has been represented in my court petition as well. Okay, and I believe that this suspicious death, which is potentially a murder, is linked to my father's murder, Mr. Y.S. Vivekananda Reddy's murder, because there seems to be a common modus operandi, in the sense that there was letter found near my father's body as well as in this, both putting responsibility on different people. And in this case, the person has written that the inspector is responsible for the death. Okay. There's a lot of reasoning given as to why Mr. Y.S. Vivekananda, this case has not been solved. The crime scene has been cleaned up, so there was no evidence left and so on. But this was a clear-cut case that was in front of our eyes, and this death is still unsolved mystery. I fear that how many more witnesses may die from various causes or may be hurt from various reasons. The longer the investigation is not done, I am afraid more and more people can be hurt, either physically or financially or whatever be. I'm also afraid that can lead to witnesses not turning up. It has been over 2 years since the murder. How long do we wait for justice? Our justice system says that justice delayed is justice denied. Is this a society that we want? I would like to believe that if we solve crimes, we can set an example so that such events will not happen. I would urge each one of you and all the media friends to help in fight against crime and injustice for a better society. Thank you. So, వైఎస్ వివేకానంద రెడ్డి గారు ఇప్పుడు చనిపోయి 2 సంవత్సరాలు దాటినాయి. ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ జరుగుతూ ఉంది, కానీ దీనికి చాలా టైం తీసుకునే కొద్దీ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ జరుగుతుందా, ఇంకా ఎంతమంది కష్టపడతారు ఈ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ వల్ల, ఎంతమంది విట్నెసెస్కి హాని జరుగుతుంది అన్న ఒక భయం ఒకటి ఉంది. మనకి వైఎస్ వివేకానంద రెడ్డి గురించి తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల్లో తెలియని మనిషి ఉండకపోవచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు చాలామందికి ఆయన ఎంతగానో హెల్ప్ చేశాడు. కానీ ఈరోజు ఆయన గురించి మాట్లాడడానికి భయపడే పరిస్థితి వస్తుంది. ఇటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో మనకి సాక్ష్యం చెప్పే మనుషులు కూడా ముందుకు వస్తారా లేదా అని కూడా కొంచెం నాకు సందేహం వస్తుంది. మీ అందరి తరపున నా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఒకటే, మీరు చేయగలిగినది హెల్ప్ చేసి ఈ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ త్వరగా పూర్తయ్యేలా హెల్ప్ చేయమని చెప్పి కోరుచున్నాను.
Madam, if YSR government is in power, what is the problem in investigating?
That is a very good question, sir. There was a significant delay. We could not find the culprits even in that government, which is why I'm here today. I would think the question doesn't, I cannot answer that question. You need to ask the appropriate people in the government that question, sir. It's beyond my...
He is related to YSR. So
Chacha hai.
Chacha hai.
Chacha hai.
So what is the problem when YSR government is in power? What is the problem in finding out the culprit?
मेरे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप उन्हीं से प्रश्न पूछेगा तो आंसर मिलेगा होगा. मुझे तो अभी तक इसका जवाब नहीं मिल रहा. क्यों अपने ही लोग गवर्नमेंट में है और अभी तक आंसर नहीं मिल रहा. अगर आंसर मिलेगा तो यहाँ मुझे आने की ज़रूरत भी नहीं होगा. क्या हुआ कि आंसर नहीं मिल रहा. If you look at the petition that I gave in the High Court, which I believe most of you have a copy of today, petition में जो information दिया है High Court में, उसमें मेरा सभी कुछ suspicions भी है. जो भी लोग ये कर सकता है उसमें लिखा हुआ है. उसमें मेरे ही रिश्तेदार भी है. उसमें कौन ये किया है वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसी को पता करना पड़ेगा. उसके लिए हमें एविडेंस मिलना चाहिए. जो भी किया है उसमें एविडेंस मिलना चाहिए. अगर लोग मर जाते हैं तो एविडेंस कैसे मिलेगा.
इस केस को सुसाइड किसने डिक्लेयर किया? पुलिस ने, एजेंसी ने, किसने डिक्लेयर किया कि सुसाइड केस है? क्योंकि आप कह रहे हैं मर्डर केस है और उसको वो सुसाइड डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं.
मेरे फादर का.
हाँ हाँ.
इसका ये केस तो खत्म नहीं हुआ सर. लेकिन इनिशियली बोला था और सभी पुलिस ने भी बोला था कि ये सुसाइड था. लेकिन बाद में जब मैंने अपने तरफ से इन्वेस्टिगेट किया था और पता करने के लिए ट्राई किया तब पता चला कि ब्लड है. अगर ब्लड है तो मर्डर होना चाहिए. वो मेरा सस्पिशन है. अभी तक केस क्लोज नहीं हुआ, इसलिए इसमें मर्डर है या सुसाइड है कंक्लूजन नहीं हुआ.
Police has not arrested a single person in suspicion or for the sake of trial or for the sake of asking or for the sake of getting the proofs who has done it. None has been arrested yet.
In 2 years, sir, on the case of murder, not a single arrest, sir.
How many people are dead on this subject?
To my knowledge, one person, ma'am.
And why do you suspect Central is also helping in not resolving the issue?
I would not know, ma'am. I'm just an ordinary person. I cannot. It's way beyond my level to answer such questions, ma'am.
Has it done by some of his relatives to have some motive behind this or some rivalry or like that? What is your suspicion about this?
So his relatives are also my relatives, sir.
Are YSR people involved in this?
This is a crime that was done inside the house and in Pulvendala, which is a stronghold of the YS family. I don't know who can do it. In the beginning, when I actually came out and told that my family is a huge family. We may have differences, but we will never do this to ourselves. I believed, maybe I was naive, I do not know. I really do not know the answer to that question. I was probably naive at that point and I still need answers. Why is it that the culprit is still not found?
Madam, do you have any vague idea what could be the reason behind the murder?
My father was loved by everybody. I don't see that he had any major enemies. I don't think he had any major financial reasons that anyone can kill him. I don't see any other reason other than a political motive at this point. To my knowledge, it is a political murder.
Ma'am, since you have a lot of suspicions about the people who are involved in this murder, but at the same time the case is due to CBI and it's been more than 1 year. So do you expect the state government to work on it or just like there should be action from the CBI? Ultimately the court is in the ball with the CBI.
Whatever be the investigation agency that does this, ultimately, to me or anybody who loved him, the only thing is we need an answer. Let the name be anything who investigates the thing. We need justice. Bottom line, justice needs to be delivered.
So, ma'am, you said it's a political murder. It means YSRCP people higher up in the party are involved in this? Because he's also equally a powerful man.
I don't know who is involved, but then I'm hoping that the investigation will give the answer to those questions.
When we are stating that political murder, your focus is entirely on politics, you know. It could be the YSRCP or the National Party. So, whom you like, ruling party or what exactly your suspicion is?
Ma'am, if it is any other reason, why is this investigation not closed? There is no other reason that I can think of why you cannot close the investigation. And if it's a person of not a small stature, and it is still not solved. So why is it not solved? These are questions that I'm asking you to help me understand and take it up to find a solution, to find answers. If the government wants to do it, why can't it do it? The state government investigated this case for a good 9 months. Why could we not find the killer? Even if I'm the killer, I should be found. If somebody does a mistake, they have to be punished. If your children make a mistake, you will punish them, otherwise they will continue to do the same thing. If something like this happens to such a big person, then how will the state or how will the people be safe?
While you are in Delhi today, did you meet anyone from CBI or the Home Secretary or Home Ministry? What is your plan?
I have been coming to Delhi fairly frequently for the last several months, been in touch with the investigation agencies, giving them whatever information that they need to require. So we've been in constant touch with them. I was hoping to meet some of the officials this time as well. Unfortunately, that did not happen.
Which investigation agency is investigating?
The Central Bureau of India, CBI.
మేడం ప్రస్తుత సీఎం గతంలో సిబిఐ విచారణకు ఆదేశిస్తా ఉన్నారు కదా మేడం, మరి దాని గురించి ఇప్పుడున్న సీఎం 2 ఏళ్ళైనా కూడా విచారణ ఎలాంటి మీరేమన్నా అడిగారా సిబిఐ విచారణకి
సిబిఐ విచారణ కావాలని చెప్పి అడిగామండి. మా అమ్మగారు అడిగారు, అప్పట్లో నా పొజిషన్ లీడర్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు సీఎం గారు అడిగారు. సీఎం గారు తర్వాత కేసు విత్డ్రా పర్స్యూ చేయలేదు. తర్వాత నేను కూడా కేసు పెట్టాను. తర్వాత సిబిఐకి వెళ్ళింది. సిబిఐకి వెళ్ళాక కూడా ఇంకా ఆన్సర్స్ రాలేదు కాబట్టి నేను మళ్ళీ మీ ముందుకు వచ్చాను టు సీ ఏం చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది, ఎట్లా ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలి, కొంచెం ఇంకా కొంచెం ఏమైనా ప్రెషర్ పెడితే ఏమైనా హెల్ప్ అవుతుందా.
సిబిఐ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ ముందుకెళ్ళకపోవడానికి కారణం, ప్రధానమైన కారణం ఏదైతే మీరు సస్పెక్ట్స్ అంటూ మీరు పిటిషన్ మీరు హైకోర్టులో వేసినట్టు పిటిషన్లు ఎవరి పేర్లు అయితే చెప్పారో వాళ్ళంతా కూడా ఈ సిబిఐ మీద కొంచెం ప్రెషర్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఈ విచారణ డిలే అవడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నారు.
సిబిఐ చేయట్లేదని నేను చెప్పట్లేదండి. నా భయం అంతా ఎక్కడ విట్నెసెస్ ముందుకు రావడానికి హెసిటేట్ చేస్తారో, మనకి ఎవిడెన్స్ లేకుంటే ఎవరైనా ఏమీ చేసేదానికి లేదు. యూ నీడ్ టు గెట్ ద ఎవిడెన్స్ అండ్ ఎవిడెన్స్ హ్యాస్ టు కమ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద పీపుల్. అది నాకు తెలియదండి, అది సిబిఐకే తెలియాలి. సిబిఐ విల్ నాట్ రివీల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టు యూ. CBI FIR is the same as the FIR that was filed in Pulvendula. It's just a transferred case. ఇంకా ఛార్జ్ షీట్ లేదు. ఛార్జ్ షీట్ పెడితే మనకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ బయటకు వస్తుంది, అంతవరకు మనకి తెలియదు. Ma'am, you're asking me this question. Almost every other person that is close to me has told me that please watch out for yourself. Why do you think the people who did this to your father will not do this to you or your family? Yes, the concern is there, but if I do not do this, then what about all the other witnesses that need to testify? If I don't stand up, who will stand? Even today, there's hardly any person who can talk aloud about my father. People are scared.
సిబిఐ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ మీద ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫోర్స్ ఉందంటారా, ప్రెషర్ ఉందా సాక్షిని ఇప్పటిదాకా ఫైల్ చేయకపోవడానికి?
I'm an ordinary person. I wouldn't know answers to such questions, Andy. Sorry?
సో పొలిటికల్ ఫోర్స్ ఏదైనా
Motive, political motive. I am hoping, no. I am hoping that even today that justice will eventually come. The earlier we do, the better. ఇప్పుడు సిబిఐ ట్రాక్ రికార్డ్ కూడా చూస్తే చాలా కేసులు పొలిటికల్ కేసెస్ కూడా సాల్వ్ చేసిన కేసులు ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు లాలూ ప్రసాద్ యాదవ్ కేసు కానీ, లేకపోతే రాజస్థాన్లో బన్వారీ దేవి కేసు కానీ, పంజాబ్లో కేపీ గిల్ కేసు కానీ, ఇట్లా చాలా కేసెస్ పొలిటికల్ హై ప్రొఫైల్ కేసెస్ సాల్వ్ చేశారు. అఫ్ కోర్స్ కొన్ని చాలా కాలం పట్టినాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సిస్టర్ అబియా కేసు అయితే 8 years పట్టింది. సో సాల్వ్ చేసినవి ఉన్నాయి, బట్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ సాల్వ్ చేయనివి కూడా ఉన్నాయి. I think their conviction rate is between 60 and 70%. So I still hope we will get justice at some day, but I just want justice to be delivered sooner than later. Again, justice delayed is justice denied. You're all putting our lives at stake here, trying to get an answer to these questions. There is not a single door that I have not knocked. Any possible help that I could get, I've knocked at their doors. Andar talpulu tattanu.
Ma'am, who are the main suspects that you have mentioned in the petition? You can spell out the names.
I think it's on page number 20 of my petition. You can take a look at it. I'll give you my petition as well. It is beginning with the watchman Ranganna, one of the close associates of my father, Eragang Reddy, one Mr. Uday Kumar Reddy, Mr. Shiv Shankar Reddy, D. Shiv Shankar Reddy, Mr. Avinash Reddy, Mr. Bhaskar Reddy, Mr. Manohar Reddy, Mr.
So Avinash Reddy is the present MP and also YSR.
Yes.
So if such big people are involved.
The other names that I put there include, in that list include Adinarayan Reddy, Mr. Ravindranath Reddy, few more names. There are about 15 names that I put there. 15 names that I put there. Show me that.
आपने पवन कल्याण की जो पार्टी है DSP और बीजेपी, उससे कोई मदद ली है, उनसे बात की है ऑपोजिशन से?
Just one second. Parmeshwar Reddy, Srinivas Reddy, who I mentioned in this thing here, the circle inspector who was there at the time of the cleaning, another sub inspector who was present at the scene at the time of cleaning, Surendranath Reddy, Surendra Reddy, who's brother-in-law of Parmeshwar Reddy. These were some of the names that I put on the petition.
So is it because Mr. Avinash Reddy is one of the main suspects that you have mentioned in the petition? Is it because of that the case is being reviewed? Investigation is being
It doesn't matter who is the suspect, it has to come out. Whoever be the suspect. Isn't it better that the culprit is identified even for him? If he's not involved, then it's better for him also that the culprit is identified sooner than later.
I think is it that easy?
Sorry, you had asked some question.
मैडम, विपक्ष है आंध्रा में, जैसे पवन कल्याण की पार्टी और बीजेपी ऑपोजिशन में है, उनसे आपने मदद दी इस मामले को लेकर? वो आपके
I had local BJP leaders से बात की.
आज की डेट में पवन कल्याण की DSP भी है, उससे बात हुई ऑपोजिशन में?
पवन कल्याण सर से बात नहीं की, लेकिन मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट होम किशन रेड्डी से बात की.
What is your main demand, ma'am?
So my main request is to try to get justice served at the earliest. And I request all of you to help me in this. This will serve two purposes. One, to prevent further crimes. Two, to prevent effacement of the evidences as well.
You have time to get into politics because this will take years to complete the investigation.
Sorry?
This will take years to complete the investigation. Meanwhile, if you have any plans to start your own party or join any other party to take the political revenge?
No, ma'am.
Since you said it's a political matter.
No, ma'am. I think I'm happy taking care of my patients.
Are you going to approach any court of law parties to expedite the investigation?
I have been continuously approaching all the offices, including the Prime Minister's office, the President's office, the Vice President's office, the Home Minister's office. All of them have been probably bombarded with communications.
హైకోర్టు ఆదేశాల మేరకు సిబిఐ విచారణ ప్రారంభమైంది కదా, ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ హైకోర్టులో మళ్ళీ మీరు వెళ్ళి మెమో వేసే అవకాశం ఉందంటే అంటే మళ్ళీ ఇట్లా మీరు చెప్పినా కూడా స్పీడ్ అవ్వట్లేదు, మళ్ళీ స్పీడ్ చేయమని చెప్పేవారు, మీరు మళ్ళీ పిటిషన్ దాఖలు చేసేవారు.
I'm hoping that the need will not arise to do that. I'm hoping that High Court వెళ్ళాల్సిన అవసరం పడదు అని ఆశిస్తున్నాను. ఒకవేళ అవసరం పడితే అది కూడా చేయాలి.
మీరు చాలా పెద్ద కుటుంబం అని చెప్పారు ఇంతకుముందు. సో మీ కుటుంబం నుంచి మీకు పూర్తి సపోర్ట్ ఉందా ఈ కేసు విషయంలో, ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ విషయంలో?
Not as much as I would like, but there are a few strong people. Yes, there are some very very strong people.
अभी हियरिंग कब है?
Hmm?
कोर्ट में होगी ना? कोर्ट में है ना केस? सीबीआई कोर्ट में है केस?
अभी CBI इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रहा, कोर्ट नहीं.
कोर्ट में नहीं, तो कब तक बताया उन्होंने, कब तक आपको रिपोर्ट सबमिट होगी?
वो हमें पता नहीं सर. अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन होने के बाद चार्जशीट होना चाहिए, उसके बाद ही कोर्ट जाएगा. जितना देर लगेगा पता नहीं. अभी 1 साल हो चुका है हाई कोर्ट ऑर्डर देने के बाद. मार्च 11, 2019 को हाई कोर्ट ने ऑर्डर पास किया कि ये केस CBI को ट्रांसफ़र करने के लिए. अभी तो अप्रैल 2020, तो 1 साल तो हो चुका है. सॉरी 21, 1 साल तो हो चुका है. मेरी आशा है कि जल्दी हो जाए और थोड़ा शांति मिलेगा हमें भी, क्योंकि ये लड़ते लड़ते हमारा शांति हो चुका है.
సిబిఐ విచారణ అవసరం లేదని కోర్టులో చెప్పినటువంటి ఏపీ ప్రభుత్వం ఈ కేసులో సిబిఐకి
ఇప్పుడు ఈ కేసు పక్కన పెడితే కనీసం శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి కేసు అయినా సాల్వ్ చేస్తే దానికి దీనికి ఏదైనా సంబంధం దొరికిండేదేమో.
Whom do you suspect is the culprit? Have you conveyed it to the CBI?
In no uncertain terms.
You have conveyed. Whom do you suspect as culprit?
इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी चालू हुआ है तो
No, your suspicion.
मेरे सस्पिशन सब अभी बता दिया है, उस पिटिशन में भी है.
No, tell it openly. We have told the court and it's a public document. So what?
How many persons are there suspicious?
Your suspicion.
My watchman at that point in time, Mr. Ranganna, a very close associate of my father, Eragangi Reddy, Mr. Parmeshwar Reddy, who had created an alibi for that night, Mr. Parmeshwar Reddy's relative, Mr. Srinivas Reddy, who succumbed to serve under suspicious circumstances, who died under suspicious circumstances, Mr. Uday Kumar Reddy, Mr. D. Sivas Shankar Reddy, Mr. Bhaskar Reddy, Mr. Manohar Reddy, Mr. Avinash Reddy, Mr. Shankaraya, Mr. Ramakrishna Reddy, Mr. E.C. Surendranath Reddy, Mr. Adinarayan Reddy, Mr. Ravindranath Reddy, Mr. Surendra Reddy. These were the names that I have put in my petition, sir.
Are they anyway well connected with YSR?
Yes, sir. Some of them are, sir.
As they are connected
Yes, sir.
well with this CS?
Some of them.
మేడం వైఎస్ కుటుంబం నుంచి మన కొత్త పార్టీతో వైఎస్ షర్మిల గారు వచ్చారు. వారిని నన్ను కలిసారా? వారి సహకారం ఉందా మీకు?
Sharmila, నేను are very very close because కలిసి పెరిగాము. So she is a strong lady and she will support ఏది కరెక్టో దానికి నిల్చుంటుంది. సో దీంట్లో తప్పు జరిగిందని తనకు తెలుసు. ఏదైనా సరే నిజం బయటకు రావాలా అన్న ఒపీనియన్తో ఉంటుంది.
మద్దతుగా ఉంది.
Hmm?
మీకు మద్దతుగా ఉంది.
Yes.
Without watchman, nothing can happen. Watchman must be very attention everything, every aspect of what who has done it, who has entered the house, everything. But he is not also not disclosing that.
Our suspicion is the same, sir. The watchman should know what has happened,
He must be knowing everything.
but unfortunately we haven't got any information out of him. I hope the CBI will be able to get some information.
మేడం పొలిటికల్ మోటివ్ ఇందులో ప్రతిపక్ష నేతలు కూడా కలిసారా? సహకారం కావాలని ఈ కేసులో న్యాయం కోసం ప్రతిపక్ష నేత చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు ఏమైనా కలిసారా? సహకారం
నాకు ద అల్టిమేట్ గోల్ నాకు ఈ కేసు సాల్వ్ కావాలి. I don't want it to be a fight between in the politicians' hands. Basically. I don't want to be thrown around. చాలా మంది తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు ఫ్రెండ్స్ అడ్వైస్ చేశారు, నీ మంచి కోసము ఇది వదిలేసి నీ లైఫ్ ముందరికి వెళ్ళిపోండి, అనవసరంగా నీ లైఫ్ పాడు చేసుకోవద్దు ఇట్లా చేస్తూ అని. యాజ్ అ ఫ్రెండ్లీ అడ్వైస్. మీకు అడిషనల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏమైనా కావాలంటే కొంచెం పెన్ డ్రైవ్లో కొన్ని ఫొటోస్ కొన్ని డాక్యుమెంట్స్ పెట్టాను. ప్లీజ్ ఫీల్ ఫ్రీ టు టేక్ దెమ్. ఇంకా ఏమైనా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కావాలంటే యూ కెన్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్టర్వర్డ్స్. స్నాక్స్ ఉన్నాయి, దయచేసి ప్లీజ్ టేక్ స్నాక్స్ వెన్ యూ లీవ్ దిస్ ప్లేస్. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆల్.